I'm gonna give you guys a scenario real quick. Imagine if you beat somebody in a Smash tournament, and the winner was supposed to get about $500,000, and you were able to beat the person in the Smash Bros tournament. And instead of you getting that full 500K, half of that goes to the runner up that you just beat because, well, he played his hardest or he or she played his hardest. That's basically the scenario we're talking about here in today's video. I did not think I was going to have to be back here talking about a situation like this again. I'm getting Thunder Buddies level of fucking repeat on videos like this. But honestly, it just keeps getting worse. It literally does. So yesterday I did a video talking about my take of the Angel Reese situation when all the pure snowflake liberal white people that be getting mad, and I guess conservative too, were getting mad because Angel Reese did the same emote that fucking Caitlin Clark did earlier, equivalent of someone who emoted on you on Fortnite and you send them a message telling them that they're fucking garbage. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of me. But this is even different considering the fact that I gave him that same energy and now you want to be all hired and stuff and say it's bad and I'm classless. It gets worse. Have received one comment that was Bible long. If you see this video, I'm gonna just say this, bro. Can we leave the Bible long comments out of the goddamn comments? Just say your opinion and that's it. I don't need this story, that story, or that story because I'm automatically just saying you're gonna justify the situation. Because usually people who write long like that is usually trying to justify a situation. There's no way you can write a long paragraph for something like as big as this. It's literally just your opinion and that's it. I wouldn't even be mad if you say Angel Reese was wrong for what she did. But here's the thing. The comment was literally justified both the situations by saying, well, they're both wrong. No, I don't see them as wrong. TYT Sports had a great example of that. They don't see both of them as wrong because it's part of the game. Taunting is part of the game. Everybody taunts. And then he goes on a tangent about how the LSU girls celebrated at the end of the goddamn game, which is another example of bringing up shit that does not fucking matter and you're trying to compare the two because you just are trying to look for an example. You're trying to look for an example for me to be like, you know what, LSU was wrong too. I don't see nothing wrong with LSU doing it. It would have been the same thing if Iowa did the same thing, and I would have did the same response if it was Iowa and it was the other way around. So stop with that bullshit. All right, now back to the video at hand. So the situation kept getting worse, and it's really not as bad as big as it is. Angel Reese came out and said a lot of good, heartful shit and why she did it. Give me a second. I want to make sure that's not for us. No, it's not. All right. There's some severe storms coming into the area, and I want to make sure that during this little quick commentary video, my radio don't start blowing up, and I have to cut this video because I gotta film a storm. But yes. So Angel Reese came out and said a couple of things that was pretty understandable, and she explained why she did it and had nothing to like. Come on, man. I don't even need to explain this, but it was even more funny because everybody loves to shit on Joe Biden and Jill Biden, but honestly, today they deserve it if they execute it. So today, Jill Biden, or at least yesterday or today, Jill Biden came out and said that she had a little speech about how the game went, and instead of doing the traditional invite the winning team to the White House, let me give you guys a little bit more depth if you don't understand what I'm talking about. It's a tradition in sports where a team gets invited to the White House, specifically America. They get invited to the White House, they talk with the president, they eat with the president, they celebrate with the president after winning a tournament win or a championship win. Every team has done it. Some teams has not done it due to some political reasons, understandable or not. It depends on how you take it. I don't care. But it's been a tradition for teams to be going to the White House to, celebrate their win. It's a tradition that's been used for decades at this point. So of course, you would think that LSU would obviously be the only ones going because, well, hey, they won the championship no matter how it was won or how they did it. They won. And Jill Biden don't think that. Jill Biden wants to basically invite both LSU and Iowa to the White House. Y'all hear the thunder? God was angry too. Okay, this is some fucking funny shit in this story because I've seen stories and I've seen people call liberals soft and shit like that, and I don't think liberals are soft. I just think liberals are educated. unlike the other side. But this is one of the rare cases where I could say soft liberal. How the fuck does that work? Imagine you grinded your ass off the entire season, winning, busting all these teams' ass. You finally win that national championship, and you get the reward to go and meet the President of the United States and the First Lady. And not only do you and your team get to go, but the team that you just beat also gets to go because, well, they also played good. That was the reason. She really said, well, Iowa played good too. They played one good of the game. Hey, Jill. Let me talk to you real quick. By that logic, you need to invite every single team in the March Madness tournament, both men and women, to the tournament. I really want to wait to see how this goes out because, as you guys know, the men's just had their tournament yesterday. I forgot who won because I didn't watch it. I think it was I don't think it was. I think it was not so. UConn. UConn beat San Diego State. UConn. So by that logic, I need UConn and San Diego to come. So I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna have to do that now because they know that the hypocrisy because it's crazy. It has never been done in American history before for a team, the runner-up team, to be invited to the White House. And people are like, oh, what's so bad about that? Because it's a tradition. And it's literally giving participation trophies. Literally. It's a tradition in American sports where the winner goes, okay? We're not doing this participation trophy to little teamy gets to go because he played good too. There's a lot of athletes. It's also a slap in the face of athletes who've played so hard to win in the tournament for you to go and invite the shitty team that we just beat. It's not fair at all. And that's why I gave you the scenario at the beginning of the video. How would you feel if the runner-up gets like half of your winning money because, well, he played good too? So, like, what would your response be if it was afterwards? Like, come on now. But it's, you see, the problem about the whole situation is how goofy the situation sound is and how goofy the First Lady is. And I think the biggest problem, again, is, like I said, I say this every single time because I don't want people who just come at me think I'm biased and think I'm just willing to make everything about something that it really isn't. It also has a lot to do with race. You see LSU, a team full of black women, a diverse team. And then you look at Iowa, the Pierre Snows. Would you have done this if it was the other way around? It was already shown that Jill Biden obviously wanted Iowa to win. I don't know if she's from Iowa or just looked at Iowa. I don't like to bring up race into the situation, but it plays a big part because, like I said, you are literally doing the stereotype and the real little fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? You're doing exactly what we be talking about when we have to overachieve for just a little bit of acknowledgement. Everybody was praising Caitlin Clark, and don't get me wrong, she's a cold ass person. But when she goes to the WNBA, she gonna be still the same person? Probably. But you get a player like Angel Reese, who also be putting up numbers, who literally went through the team. They lost twice this season. Twice. 2 times in this whole season. And when they finally show Iowa that, yeah, y'all niggas ain't shit, and now all of a sudden we need to invite them to the tournament. And again, it's already not like they got beef together, but fuck all the beef aside. It's like literally, it's giving participation trophy. Yeah, honestly, I just wanted to talk about the situation because honestly, I found it hilarious considering the fact that, you know, it really makes you question. I don't like doing the double standards role reversal card, but it really works in this situation because I'm really asking, would you have done this? Would you have done this, said this, if it was the other way around and Iowa defeated LSU? Because I don't think you would have. Because that's really been the problem with everybody when it comes to LSU and why they don't deserve the tournament chip winner. I mean, hell, I already had the goofy in my comment section trying to bring up the fact that they were emoting and dancing after winning a title, which is something hard to do and usually normal when teams win. I mean, I've seen NFL players emote and dance, and I've seen NBA players dance and stomp on logos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really love people who try to sit here and They always do it to women too. I really love people who discredit women for doing the same exact thing men does. And he showed that in that fucking Bible verse of a comment that he did. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about this situation. Really nothing big about it. It was really just a funny situation afterwards. It was just a great example of it's giving participation trophy points. But yeah, that's about it. It's your boy, it's Car Commentary. See ya.